Every star you can see with the unaided eye, on every night of your life, belongs to the same galaxy. And the faint band of light that arches across a truly dark sky, the band that the ancient Greeks called galaxias, the Milky One, is the rest of that galaxy, seen from the inside. A galaxy is a gravitational gathering of stars, gas, dust, and, as we now know, a great deal of dark matter. Our galaxy is one of the larger ones in the region of the universe we can map. Astronomers estimate that it contains somewhere between 200 and 400 billion stars, though the true figure is uncertain. Many of its stars are too faint, too distant, or too obscured by dust to have ever been counted directly. Our Sun is one of them. It sits not at the center, but roughly 2/3 of the way out, in a minor structure called the Orion Arm. Seen from outside, a view we will never personally have, the Milky Way is shaped like a flat disk with a ball-shaped bulge at its center. Running through that bulge is a long, straight structure of stars called a bar, which is why astronomers classify our galaxy as a barred spiral. Extending outward from the bar are sweeping, curved features called spiral arms. These are not solid objects. They are regions where stars and gas are temporarily more densely packed and where new stars tend to form. The arms slowly rotate, or more precisely, the stars inside them do, sweeping around the galactic center once every 230 million years or so. The Sun, carrying the Earth and everything on it, has made that journey roughly 20 times in its lifetime. The dinosaurs, when they went extinct, were at a different address on the same cosmic road. From our vantage point, embedded inside the disk, we cannot see the Milky Way's shape directly. What we see on a dark night is the disk seen edge-on, a hazy band of combined starlight. Much of the structure of the galaxy is hidden from visible light telescopes by clouds of interstellar dust. To see through that dust, astronomers use infrared and X-ray instruments, which detect forms of light that pass through where ordinary starlight cannot. In those wavelengths, the center of the Milky Way becomes visible, a dense, turbulent region containing, at its heart, a supermassive black hole called Sagittarius A. It is one of the best-studied objects in modern astronomy, and, as of a few years ago, we have direct photographic evidence of it. There is a puzzle the visible sky cannot solve. Stars at the outer edge of a galaxy should, by Newton's laws, orbit more slowly than stars closer in, just as Neptune moves more slowly than Mercury. In the 1970s, the astronomer Vera Rubin measured those outer stars and found that they did not. They were moving far too fast. The galaxies, it turned out, were spinning as if gripped by something invisible, something enormous. That something is now called dark matter. We still do not know what it is. We only know that it is there, and that it outweighs every star and every planet in our galaxy by a factor of roughly 5-1. The spiral shape we see is held together by the gravity of matter we cannot. For most of human history, we believed the Milky Way was the universe. There were stars, there was the band of light the Greeks called galaxias, and beyond that, nothing else. In the 1920s, the astronomer Edwin Hubble measured the distance to the Andromeda Nebula, a hazy patch of light in the night sky. It turned out to be not a cloud inside our galaxy, but an entire galaxy outside it. The Milky Way was not the universe. It was one galaxy among many. In 1990, the space telescope named after him was launched into Earth orbit. In 1995, its team pointed it at a patch of apparently empty sky, smaller than a dime held at arm's length, and left the shutter open for 10 days. The image that came back, the Hubble Deep Field, contained several thousand galaxies. Later exposures showed galaxies at the edge of the observable universe, more than 13 billion light-years away. The observable universe now contains at least 125 billion galaxies by telescope count, and very likely more. The Milky Way, our home, is one of them. The Milky Way is not alone. It is bound by gravity to a small collection of galaxies called the Local Group, which contains our nearest large neighbor, the Andromeda Galaxy, along with several dozen smaller ones. Andromeda and the Milky Way are moving toward each other at about 110 kilometers per second. In roughly 4.5 billion years, they are expected to merge, forming a single larger galaxy. Our Sun, by then, will be nearing the end of its own life. In the meantime, the galaxy we live in turns, quietly, at a pace we cannot see. On a clear night far from any city, the Milky Way is not overhead. It is not around you. It is what you are standing inside. And something of ours is already leaving it. In 2012, 35 years after launch, the small spacecraft Voyager 1 crossed out of our Sun's reach and into the space between the stars. It is still moving tonight, the first quiet signal sent from one star toward the rest.